and look at it live with you guys while we're here because it was so late tonight that I don't think we've even gotten the photos yet. It's just been like the list of what's going to be available this week. So I don't know who we've got here. I can see that there are like 2 people, maybe 3 people with me. So comment in the chat if you want to be chatty with me tonight. It's going to be a little different doing it just by myself than it is when I've got Trish here to bounce off of too. But yeah, drop a chat. Let me know who's here. If you're one of my regular viewers, I'll recognize you. If you're new, let me know who you are. And if you're into Portland leather goods, that's what we're looking at tonight is the Portland leather goods Sunday preview for Thanksgiving week, which is looking like it's going to be pretty exciting actually. And I'm going to see if I can pull up the post here. And it might be kind of hard to see the chat and share my screen at the same time. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to bounce back and forth so I can try to check on chats. I'm not seeing any chats yet, so I don't know if you guys have tried to leave any. It's totally fine if you haven't. Okay, I see Gabrielle said hello. Hello. Thank you for doing that. It's hard when I'm here by myself with no moderators to make sure that everything's working correctly. So, okay. I do believe that I can share my screen. Again, this is brand. Oh, hello, Ginger Cat Mom. Okay, yes, that's good. I'm recognizing people. Naomi's here. Josette from Michigan. Hello. Thank you so much for commenting. You guys are going to get to see. Oh, no, you're not going to get to see all of my different tabs. Okay, I have to click allow. This is the one I want to share. That I was like, I'm just going to save my energy and focus on being able to talk with you guys about it. And in fact, you know what I think I can do is I think I can get on the live from my phone. And then I can see the chat at the same time that I'm looking at the post with you guys. Oh, this is good. Okay, so I can actually go back to the live on my computer screen. This is better. Okay, so now I should be able to see the chat and, oh no, it froze. Gabrielle says it froze. That might be because I switched back to the other screen. Is it frozen again? Okay, whatever. I'm just going to stay here. That's fine. I'll come back in a few minutes and check on the chat because I don't want to keep making it freeze by going back and forth. So let's just look at all the stuff that's coming. I know some of you aren't in the insiders page, so this is a good place for you to come and see what's going on in the insiders page without having to actually be on Facebook, which I 100% get people not wanting to be on Facebook. There are many days that I wish that I was not on Facebook too. There's some important information. So because it's Thanksgiving week, there's some different scheduling stuff. So Monday and Tuesday's releases, it looks like are going to be at the normal time, which is 11 a.m. Pacific. For me, I'm in the Central Time Zone, so that's 1 p.m. You'll have to do the time zone math for yourself. I don't know where all of you are, but if you're on the West Coast, then 11 works for you. If you're on the East Coast, then it's 2 p.m. and in between, different times, obviously. So Monday, it looks like there's some interesting stuff. We've got the Luna in some different colors, Calla Lily, Cold Brew, Pebbled Black, Sienna, and Sunshine. I'm excited about Sunshine coming in different products. The Mini Daisy is coming in Caspian, Chili Red, and Sunshine. I'm a little bit suspicious of the Caspian releases because I feel like those have been getting delayed, but hopefully everything will come on time this week. We'll see. The Daisy Plus is coming in Caspian, Chili Red, Cognac, Honey, Pebbled Black, and Sunshine. The Quesadilla in Bone and Sunshine. And then the PLG card holder, which is just like a really slim wallet. It doesn't fold or anything. It's like a horizontal slim wallet. Got notifications. So that's coming in Bacalar, which is kind of interesting. Okay, pause. I'm going to come back and check the chat real quick. Okay, it looks like everything's going okay, so I'm going to come back to the post. Just know that I can't see you guys in the chat while I'm over here on this page, but I think in order to keep it from freezing, I have to stay here and just like pause to go back and read the chat every once in a while. All right, so Tuesday, this is also going to be the 11 a.m. drop. We've got the Amelie coming in some new colors, so that's exciting for those of you who love the Amelie. We're finally getting Ruby, which I think is perfect for the Amelie. And then it's also going to be coming in Orchid and Lagoon. And then the Naomi is coming in suede. So I know that some of you will be really excited about that. There have definitely been people who are like itching for those suede Naomis. So it's also coming in Asheville, which is great. I'm tempted by the Asheville Naomi. It's coming in Alaska Blue, which is like the navy suede. And then Jackson is that lighter brown. Mariner Blue is the brighter blue suede. Orchid is coming only in the oversize. Stagecoach is the dark brown suede. And Super Bloom is that like bright pink magenta suede. Then the Montana Tote is coming in Cognac and Honey. The Sidekick Pouch is coming in Mariner Blue and Stagecoach. The Square Pouch in Orchid and Ruby. And the Wonder Pouch in Orchid and Ruby. It looks like that's all for Tuesday. I'm going to come back real quick and check the chat. All right, so I see a question in the chat about Sunshine. Is that a yellow? Yes, Sunshine is like a bright yellow. I think of it as basically like a pebbled sunflower. So if you've seen sunflower, that's a smooth yellow color. It's almost like a little more neutral. It's a very golden, almost kind of brownish yellow, but it is pretty bright. I actually have a triangle. So let me know in the chat if you want me to grab that triangle. I can show you what Sunshine looks like, or I can show you what Sunflower looks like. And then Sunshine is basically just a pebbled version of that. Let's see. We've also, another different thing this week is that there's nothing on Wednesday. So it'll be Monday, Tuesday drops, and then a break on Wednesday. And then Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, we'll have some more stuff. So I'm just going to come back to the live for a minute, to the like normal live screen. I'm going to stop sharing. We're just going to be here for a minute so we can talk about what we saw Monday and Tuesday. Do we have any questions about what's coming Monday and Tuesday? I think all those things are products that we've seen before. No new styles Monday and Tuesday. But yeah, the Naomis are coming in the suedes. Of course, we have to be a little bit on our toes because the last few weeks they've told us the drops that are coming and then they've like postponed things. So hopefully the Naomis actually drop in all the suedes. I'm also looking forward to some of those little pouches. I don't know how much I'm going to buy on Monday and Tuesday because the new bags are coming later in the week. And those are definitely the things that I'm personally most excited about. But yeah, Naomi and Stagecoach will be really good. I think Jackson will be good too. You're here for the Thursday drop. Okay, that's the thing I think that we're all really anticipating. So yeah, the Firefly and Calla Lily, that is coming later in the week too. So I'm not seeing any other questions in the chat at the moment. The seashells are not coming until January, it sounds like. Yeah, I don't really understand why we've been getting these announcements that then get postponed. It seems like they should have the schedule a little better figured out than that. But yeah, for whatever reason, the seashells got pushed back to January. And then, well, there was something else. Oh, the taco tassels, right? There were supposed to be a bunch of taco tassels, and I think those got pushed back to next year too. So, okay, Kim is excited about the Moonshot. You know, Kim, that doesn't surprise me because it kind of reminds me of the koala. So I totally get how you are attracted to both of those. Shelly, I'm also very confused by the flap on the Firefly. One other note. So the preview was late this week, and it also does not have any photos with it. So maybe what I will do is I'll also try to pull up like one of those Instagram posts with some of those photos so that I can show you guys what these bags are looking like. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to the items that are coming later in the week. You guys are going to have to be on your own in the chat again. Hopefully nothing goes crazy over here. But April, I can also try to pull up a photo of the Marigold pouch. I might have to scroll like way back through the Instagram because it was a while ago when they shared pictures of that. I can describe it to you. Basically, it's like a half circle. Imagine a taco tassel. Okay, so here we've got a taco tassel. Pretend like the tassel part isn't there. And then the Marigold pouch is going to have like scalloped edges. I don't know how much sense that makes trying to like describe it to you guys like that. But yeah, it's basically like a half moon shape with scalloped edges. It looks like it's going to be really cute, and it's coming in 2 sizes, they say. So there should be like a little one and then a bigger one. I'm kind of hoping the bigger one is about the size of the taco tassel because I love this size. But we will see. And I don't see those photos coming up yet. So, okay, let me go back to Facebook and I'll share my screen again. So I won't be able to see you guys chatting, but I'll come back and check on you in a minute. So Thursday, this is when we're going to get a time change for the drop. So it's going to be 3 p.m. Pacific, which for me in Central Time will make it 5 p.m. If you're on the East Coast, it'll be 6. Mountain Time, you'll be 4 p.m. It's a lot of info, so jot it down, whatever time zone you're in if you need to. This is when we're getting the Firefly. So the Firefly bucket bag looks like it's going to be really cute. Maybe I can even go through some photos in the insiders page to show you guys what that's going to look like. I know that people have been sharing pictures. Here we go. This is the Firefly. One of the colors that's coming in is Boreal, so I know that some people will be really excited about that. It's a very interesting bucket bag. It's like kind of like the shape of a butterfly, it looks like, but it's got drawstrings like a traditional bucket bag. And it has this flap. I have seen some people say they think this is going to be a magnetic flap, but I don't think so. I think it's stitched. So I think that this is only here to hold these drawstrings. And then I'll have to see if I can find another photo that shows the back of it too. It's kind of hard just scrolling through the insiders page. Here we go. Okay, so this is the back of the Firefly, and it's got this weird little strap with a D-ring on the back. I'm confused by this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't really understand why there's a D-ring on the back of the bag. This holds, it looks like the back of the drawstring. It's cute. It's intriguing. I'm still confused. So let's go back to the preview post. This bag is going to come in 2 sizes, a small and a large, and we're getting Aster, Boreal, Calla Lily, Cobalt, Cold Brew, Chili Red, Nutmeg, Pebbled Black, Sea Glass, and Sienna. So that's a good color lineup. I'm seeing some colors that I'm feeling drawn to. I think I'm most excited about Chili Red. I don't have any bags in Chili Red right now. All I have is a taco tassel. So I think I might go for a large in Chili Red. We'll have to see. I'll have to just kind of feel out the vibe on Thursday. And then the Marigold pouch is also going to come on Thursday. This is coming in the metallics. I'm going to have to grab at least one of these. I'm loving Comet Blue. I did get a snap flower in Comet Blue when I was at the grand opening here in the Twin Cities. It's a beautiful color. It's also coming in the metallic Grinch, which if you have not seen that, there's a little bit of it here on my poinsettia pouch. The leaves are the metallic Grinch. And then we've also got Cold Brew, Orchid, Pebbled Black. Reba Red is this metallic red that's on the poinsettia. Sunshine, Ultraviolet, which is the metallic purple. And wasabi, I've never heard of. I have no idea what wasabi is, so I'm very excited to see a picture of that. It's looking like there's also going to be some canvas purse organizers in prints. So that's interesting. Let me come back to the live so I can see the comments, and I'll try to get caught up with you guys. Oh no, you guys couldn't see my screen. Okay, could you hear me talking at least? Let me know if you were able to hear what I was saying the whole time that I was gone. I can show you guys those colors again if you missed all of what was on the screen. I don't know why the screen share didn't work that time. Okay. Well, I'm sorry that that didn't work. So you could at least hear the colors that are coming. So if you didn't see, the metallic green is what's on the poinsettia leaves. So it's like that kind of mid-tone green color. And then Reba Red is this metallic red that's on the poinsettia leaves. It's not showing up super metallic on my screen right now, but in person, you can definitely see the metallic sheen. And then the Comet Blue is this metallic blue on my snap flower. And I don't remember if there was anything else I tried to show you. Let me know if I'm missing anything. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I guess the next time I go over to the Facebook page, I'll have to check and make sure that you guys can see. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Firefly. Let me test the screen sharing again. Are you guys able to see my screen now? Is this working? Let me know in the chat real quick if you can see the Facebook post. I'm going to give you a second because I think when I go back and forth, it freezes me. So I'm going to just wait a second and then go check. Okay, I'm seeing both yes and no. I'm gonna wait another second and go check again. Okay. It looks like it's working, so I'm gonna stay over here. The Firefly bucket, I was trying to show you guys pictures of that. So let me go find those pictures again. This was the back of the bag where there's like the weird D-ring on the back. Are you guys able to see that? I'm gonna wait a second and come check on the chat again. If you can see the D-ring, type D-ring into the chat. Okay, I'm afraid that every time I go back and forth, it's going to mess it up. So you can see it now. So this is the back of the Firefly bag. Again, there's this weird little D-ring that I'm not upset that it's there. I'm just not really understanding what I would personally use it for. Like, they have the Clara the Pig flare on the back here, but is anybody going to put flare on the back of their bag, like carried against their body? It would make more sense for keys, but I don't really like to clip my keys to the outside of my bag personally. I just find that kind of clunky. I guess you could clip like a gordita or something back here to keep, items that you want to reach easily in. It just seems like it would make a lot more sense on the front of the bag. So let's go look at the picture of the front. And where was it? Up here. So this is the one in Boreal. And it just seems like it would make a lot more sense if the D-ring was like here, or even if this was a little bit shorter and the D-ring was on the front here. It's an interesting style. I'm feeling like the drawstring is kind of weird. Like, it's cute. I don't dislike it. I'm just not really understanding why. Why does this bag exist? I don't know. I'm going to come back to the comments now. Okay, what do you guys think about the Firefly bag? Are we liking the style of it? Yeah, you could flip it around and make the back the front. It's just that you can see the stitching of the outline of the pocket on the back. So I mean, it's not a huge deal, but it doesn't look quite as polished as the front. It looks uncomfortable as a shoulder carry. Yeah, it does look like it's gonna be kind of bulky. Like, I can imagine it making your arms stick out kind of far. I agree. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm intrigued enough that I think I am gonna buy one just so that I can, like, get my hands on it and do a review of it, but I don't know that it's one I'm gonna keep. It kinda reminds me of the Nest bucket, where it was like it was a good idea. It was kind of a fun bag, but it didn't end up going over all that well. Yeah, you like the red one, but there are other bags you'd rather have. I kind of agree with you. I think it's pretty and it's just interesting because it's new, but I don't know that it's gonna be one of my favorite styles. So, okay, we saw the Firefly. That's what's coming on Thursday, the Firefly and then the Marigold pouches. I am excited about Marigold. I'm gonna go back. Let's do a little test again. So I'm gonna need you guys to get ready to say yes or no in the chat if you can see my screen. But we'll go back and look at what's coming on Friday. Here we go. Okay, so give me a quick yes or no in the chat if you can see the Facebook. Oh no, I'm showing you guys my personal Facebook. That's not what I'm trying to do. All right. So just give me a quick yes or no. I'll come back and check. Okay, the screen was black for some people, but other people could see it. Okay, you can see me now, but now I stopped sharing the screen. So let me try to share the screen again. We're going to pause and reset. I'm sorry this is so complicated. This would have been so much easier if we just had the normal preview. Okay, I'm going to try one more time. So wait a second and let me know. Give me a yes if you can see the Facebook screen. Give me a no if it's black. Here we go. I'll give you guys a second to let me know if you can see it or not. You should be seeing the Facebook screen now. So yes, if you can see Facebook, no, if you can't. Okay, so it goes black for seconds. I appreciate you guys trying so hard to tell me whether or not this is working. Okay. So it's sounding like it takes a bit for it to adjust. And sorry, I went back and forth a couple times. So apologies if it went blank again. I'm hoping that it's going to catch up and you guys can see it. I'm going to see if I can pull up the live on my phone again so I can look at your comments. I don't think I can see it on my phone because I'm logged in as myself right now. Yeah, it's probably not going to work. Okay. Well, hopefully you're able to see it now. Okay. Looks like it's good. So Friday, this is the last drop that we have this week. And this is going to be early, which I guess this is the time that it's better to maybe not be on the West Coast because this is going to be at 5 a.m. Pacific, which means that it's going to be 7 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. Eastern time. So I won't have to get up quite as early on Black Friday. But this is when we're getting the Moonshot shoulder bag. And this looks like a very cute bag. I'm a little torn because I think I'm only going to buy one new bag this week. And I've got treat credits, so I'm trying to only spend what I have in treat credits on these new bags. And I was leaning toward the Firefly, but maybe after seeing what you all think about the Firefly, maybe I'm leaning more toward the Moonshot. This is coming in smooth leathers, so not a single pebbled leather on this list. We're getting Very Good, Black, Chestnut, Cognac, Dragonbone, Harbor, Pine, Ruby, and Sunflower. And this bag really does look like it's going to work best in smooth leathers, so that lineup makes sense to me. Let me see if I can find a photo over here of the Moonshot. I know people have been talking about it, so there should be one somewhere. Here we go. All right, so here it is in ruby, and it's pretty cool. It's like this partial circle shape. It's just a shoulder bag. It does look like the strap is adjustable. This person has it in front of the Olivia, and let's see. It's a large Olivia, so you can kind of get a sense of the size. And it's got this interesting trim around it. So it like the trim sticks out. It gives it a little bit more of a structured look. And I do think it looks really pretty. And I like it in the smooth leathers. Here is one of the people that received it. This is Manuela, I guess, who received it as like PR before the release. And she did a really good job reviewing it for us. But it looks cute. It's kind of a medium-sized shoulder bag. I like the look of it. I think I was originally more drawn to the, what's it called? The Firefly, because it comes in all the pebbled leathers, and I just love pebbled leathers. But I do really like the shape of the Moonshot better, I think. So if you want that, you're going to have to get up at 7 a.m. Central, 5 a.m. Pacific time. And then we're also getting this boogie pouch. I have no idea what the boogie pouch is. If anybody knows what this is, let me know down in the comments. We have seen some previews for different littles that are coming this holiday season. One of them, Trish keeps calling it the chalupa pouch, and it kind of looks like a taco, but it's like thick all the way around. But it's like a half moon sort of shape too. It looks really cute, so I don't know if that's the boogie pouch. This might be something completely different. We also at one point had seen a pouch that was like a little drawstring kind of pouch. We've also seen a couple that look like little jewelry keepers, so maybe this is one of those. But this is coming in those new, what do you call them? My brain is not working tonight. Pastels, the new pastel colors. So aster and calla lily and pistachio and rhubarb and coral, but then we're also getting cobalt and cold brew and nutmeg, pebbled black, seafoam, and sunshine. So this is only coming in pebbles. And maybe that means that it's one that needs to be squishier. So maybe one of those like foldable jewelry pouches, or the little like drawstring clutch sort of thing that we saw. Also on Friday, we're getting rancher wallets in new colors: calla lily, comet blue, coral, metallic greench, pistachio, and reba red. And then the Sabrina wallet in calla lily, comet blue, coral, metallic greench, pistachio, and ultraviolet. And then there's a note here that there will be some special items sure to please the purse pal on your holiday shopping list. So I guess some little surprises along the way. That's all we've got over here. So I am going to come back to the live now. All right, I'm back so I can see the chat. Sorry if I missed very much. It looks like you guys were able to see those pictures, so that's good. Yeah, I think the Moonshot looks a lot classier than the Firefly. I don't know, the Firefly is so odd. Like, it's not a horrible looking bag. I just feel like it's going to be annoying to navigate that drawstring, and it just doesn't seem super functional. So the Moonshot looks like it's going to be kind of dressy, like it would be a nice going out bag. It looks really clean. The design of it makes sense to me. And yeah, I just feel like the Firefly is a confusing design. Could the boogie pouch be for tissues? That is an excellent question. I think it could be. Yeah, I mean, why not? You could put like, here, I've got a bunch of these little like mini tissue things. Maybe you could stick this in your boogie pouch. That would be hilarious. I would normally say that I don't think that PLG would be that goofy with how they name something, but seeing as how they just named one of their straps bacon because it looks like bacon, I could totally see them naming a little tissue carrier the boogie pouch. Yeah. Angela, which one do you think it was on the live? because I saw that live where they had like, what was that? The National Handbag Day one, where they had a bunch of like the upcoming holiday stuff. And so I was wondering about that little like, I don't know what to call it. It was like a little folding pouch. They also had that one that was like, it had a flower on it and then it had a little drawstring. It almost looked like a little bucket bag, but like tiny. So I don't know. It could be one of those. Yeah, the D ring on the back, just so confusing. I'm not trying to hate on them. Like you all know, I'm a PLG super fan. I've got 1 million items in this room from this brand. So I obviously like what they do, but every once in a while they release something where I'm just I'm just confused about the choice. Yeah, the big flap. I've seen a few people compare it to the Flora, which I have one right here so I can show it to you easily. But yeah, the Flora has this nice flap and it looks kind of cool and it's got a magnet. But the Firefly, I don't think is going to be a magnet. Like I think that this part is just stitched on and it's just there kind of for decoration. And it looks fine. I don't have a problem with the way it looks, but it's also just unnecessary. And PLG is kind of known for like cutting down on the unnecessary embellishments. I think because it saves on cost. But yeah. Yeah, Ginger Cat Mom, you don't care for the fussiness of the bag. I'm kind of with you on that. I know people were really excited about the Firefly just being like a mini butterfly. And I know there was a little bit of drama over that because maybe we had been led to believe that that was what we were getting. And then it turned out we weren't. And the admins were a little bit spicy about that. The small one does kind of look like a small butterfly to me, but then you have all the extra stuff going on that makes it just not quite like a butterfly. And yeah, it's just an interesting choice. I will also be very interested to see other people's reactions. I'm always one of your guinea pigs, so I'm going to be purchasing something. I don't know. I almost feel like I have to get the Firefly just so that I can see it. I do have a store just down the road, so it's really easy for me to return stuff if I don't like it. So I don't know. If you guys want to see it, maybe that'll be what I go for. And then I'm sure that they'll have the moonshots in the store as well. So maybe I'll just exchange it if I end up not liking the Firefly. But this is why we're here. Trish and I, and there are a couple other creators out there that we kind of exist to be your guinea pigs, to try these bags out so that you guys don't have to spend your money on them until you know for sure if it's going to work for you. Jess, you think that the small looks better than the large? Honestly, it might. I think I kind of agree with you. I just love big bags. So I think I'm probably going to go for the large if I buy that one. But yeah, the small does kind of look cuter. I agree. If you guys haven't seen these yet, and you have access to Instagram, they've posted a bunch of pictures of both the Moonshot and the Firefly over on Instagram. So hopefully soon we'll have all the pictures of the stuff that's coming up on Facebook. I don't know what's going on this week that they're behind on that. I would imagine it's just something behind the scenes that slowed them down. But pretty soon they should have the pictures up. When they do, I'll put together a quick video and get it up on my channel just to show you guys the visuals of all the new stuff that's coming. But in the meantime, if you want to go over to Instagram and look at their main page, they do have posts for both the Moonshot and the Firefly. Shelly, I agree. Rhubarb is super pretty in person. I've been in the store a few times lately and they have the full-size crossbodies, and rhubarb is a really pretty color. So it would be awesome if they would bring more bags in that color. I'm sure that the Boston backpack is gorgeous in it. I think that's the one that Trish ordered, so keep an eye out on her channel for that unboxing video. I know she was really excited. Yeah, it's a pretty color. And in my opinion, it's the only color in that lineup of like the newer ones that they've put out recently that makes any sense this time of year. Again, I'm not hating on PLG. Like I love them, but I'm just very confused by the timing of those pastels, Aster and Pistachio and Calla Lily and Coral. I mean, Coral can kind of be a little more of a year-round color, but Those other ones just feel very spring to me. And I don't really understand why October, November was the time frame that they chose to release them. What happened with Moonflower? I don't know. I mean, we've gotten a few bags in Moonflower. So we got the koala first, right? And then a few other things have come in it. They released the Lolas, and I feel like there have been some littles. I don't remember exactly what all came in Moonflower, but yeah, there's been kind of a slow trickle. They definitely didn't like hit us with everything in Moonflower all at once. Maybe it didn't get a great reception on the first couple of things that they offered in it, so they decided to kind of pull back. I don't know. Yeah, the pastel colors are confusing to me too, as much as I love them. I mean, I'm happy to have them. Like, I got my Aster oversized Naomi, and I have my Calla Lily Market Tote, which I love. And I've gotten a couple of the Picasso tassels with those colors, and they're gorgeous, and I'll keep them until spring, and I'll definitely use them. But they just don't feel very like fall or winter to me. Oh, Melissa, we've been twinning with our Cognac mini crossbodies. That's awesome. Did you put any flare on yours? I took mine to dim sum this morning. I actually took this week off of work. I had some vacation time to use up, so I didn't go to church and preach this morning. I had one Sunday off, which is rare for me. And I went to dim sum with my partner, and the flare that I chose, can you guys guess what flare I might have chosen to put on my mini crossbody for dim sum? I'll give you a minute and then I'll reveal it to you. Cognac was a surprise for me. I really didn't think I was going to love it that much. I'm not sure that it's like the perfect color for me. I do like it. It's just, I feel like it doesn't go with as much stuff in my wardrobe. But I do love the bag because it's so soft and squishy. Okay, I'm seeing some guesses here. Squirrel, chicken. I'm going to have to go grab it, and I'll just reveal it to you guys that way. Okay, we've got some good guesses going on here. But yeah, the Cognac bag, I'm really liking. So I have no qualms with being stuck with it for a week. If you guys haven't seen my videos about that, this is part of a project from the Outsiders group over on Facebook. It's called Sofonda Leathers, which I didn't understand at first, but it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek name. It's like, we're so fond of leathers. And so we're like rotating these bags amongst a bunch of different people. And the goal is to use them like consistently over the course of a year to see how the leathers wear. So the one that I received is a Cognac mini crossbody, and it's really cute. Angela, is the sideways gingerbread your guess for what I put on my bag? Okay, I'm going to go grab it. You guys hold tight for a few seconds. I'll be right back. All right, so I went with the pig and the fortune cookie. I felt like those were appropriate. But look at how squishy this bag is. I really thought that Cognac was going to be like stiff and stuffy, but I like it a lot. I hope that I didn't like offend anybody at the dim sum restaurant with my flare. I thought it was cute and fun. I hope it wasn't too like on the nose, but I enjoyed it. I took some pictures for the group because I want to actually share with people the adventures that this bag is going on. Yeah, this project is super fun. If you're in that group, I think that Melissa, who's the admin who started this whole thing, I think that she's maybe still letting people sign up to be a part of it. So if you're in Outsiders and you want to go throw your name in, you can definitely do that. If you just search Sofonda, it's Sofonda, just how it sounds. It should bring up the post with like all the information on how to sign up. We should talk about the sideways gingerbread man. Did anybody get the holiday flare? I've got the poinsettia here. I'm still waiting on my actual shipment. This is one that I grabbed at the store that I'm going to save for my mom. And this is not a surprise for her. She knows about this. So if you're watching, Mom, this one's coming to you soon. But I got all 4 of them, and they should be on their way to me. The gingerbread man I think is so cute, but I know he's going to drive me nuts because he's sideways. Did anybody else go ahead and get the gingerbread man even though he's sideways? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they designed it like that. This is another one of the interesting choices recently. I did see a like explanation that they put it that way because it's centered with the zipper. So his head's like up here, body down here, but that makes him sideways when you hang it. So I don't know. In one of the groups, people were talking about how the gingerbread man will be like cartwheeling across your bag. So maybe that'll make it better for me. I can just pretend like he's doing little cartwheels. I still think it's so goofy though. I think the swirl and the poinsettia are my favorite of the holiday pouches, but they're all cute. I think that it was a good variety this year. I do wish they'd done the snowflake though. I kind of don't understand. And the wreath. I didn't get the wreath. So those are hot commodities these days. Maybe next year they'll bring back some of those coveted designs. Yeah, Angela, I agree. I think if you just use it as a pouch, it doesn't make a difference. If you're a person that just likes to, put a few items in your pouch and throw it in your bag, that's totally fine. I've done that before with my gorditas, so they do work that way. But I also really like to use them as flair on the outside of my bag. Somebody else had posted something up here I was going to respond to. Oh, the Rancher in metallics is an interesting choice. I agree with that. I'm also a little confused about the Rancher wallets. Does anybody love the Rancher? Let me know in the comments if the Rancher is one of your favorite wallets. I have one that I got in a mystery box, and it's nice. Like it's well made. It's very simple. I like that I can fit my whole checkbook in it. I do still carry checks, even though I very rarely use them. But I just like so many of my other wallets better, like my Love Bugs. I like mini envelopes. I like my Sabrina wallet, the mini bifold. I think it's because I use cards mostly. So those just make more sense for me. But the Rancher wallet, it's like huge, but it also doesn't hold that many cards. So I don't know. I find it a little confusing. And then to get like the new colors in the Rancher before we get many of the other kind of staple items seems a little bit odd. A snowman would have been really good in the holiday pouches too. I mean, I guess they have to save some ideas for next year, right? It seems like they're mixing it up every year. So maybe next year we'll get a snowman. A snow globe. That would be so cute on a gordita. It's the perfect shape for it. Will they just do regular flare, or were the pouches it? I don't know. I think last year, so I came to PLG like right before Christmas last year. So this is my second holiday season with them. I say it like I'm a member. I'm a member of the cult, okay? This is the second holiday season that I've been paying attention to this brand. And last year I was so new that I didn't understand what was happening. Like the 12 days of Christmas happened, and I was seeing posts in the insiders group, which I had just joined. And it was like, it must have been like a Sunday preview style post. And it was saying like these different things are going to drop, but I did not understand what was happening. I was so confused. And then everything sold out immediately. And I was like, what just happened? So, I don't know last year if they released any other holiday designed stuff other than the gorditas, but I do remember seeing the gorditas. So I don't think that they did. I think that they released like some other non-Christmas stuff. If I remember correctly, I think they released some beta fish and maybe like the orchid flowers. I don't know if you've seen those, but there are some different flares that look like little orchids. They're really cute. But I don't think I saw any other Christmas flair during that time. So I think the gorditas might be all that we get in the Christmas theme. Oh yeah, last year they had the dinosaurs too. I forgot about those. Those were cute. Yeah, oh, Kim, you got the Winter Star. The Winter Star is really cute too, and I kind of like that it's not Christmas colors, so you could use it throughout the winter season. And honestly, you could even probably use it, like, around the 4th of July if you wanted to put that on a red bag or something. I think that could work. So, yeah, I feel like that's gonna be a good one, and it's got those pretty metallics. It's got the Leatherella and the Comet Blue. So, I think that those will be good ones to kinda transition through different seasons. Like, the poinsettia is gorgeous, and I love it, but really, I'm not gonna carry this except during the Christmas season. Ah, Reed's here. Hi, Reed. Yeah, my live plan changed tonight. I was supposed to be with Trish, and then I think her schedule got off because of the delayed preview, and so I'm here alone tonight. But yeah, the metallics, in my experience, the metallics wear really well. So if you're worried about that, I don't know, maybe I'm not the person to ask because I have so many different items that I don't carry any of them like every single day. But all of the metallics that I have held up really well. I've never noticed anything like flaking off, worn corners, anything like that any more than with my other leathers. So I like the metallics. Um, when I first started seeing them, I thought that they looked kind of tacky, if I'm being honest. Like I kept seeing them and I was like, oh, that just looks kind of cheap. It doesn't really look like real leather. And then I got my first item in Supernova, and in person, it's just like it feels so nice. It's soft. Um, the pebbling is so beautiful, and I don't know, maybe it still like doesn't come across very well on camera, but in person, I've just fallen in love with it. So if you're not a metallic person, you're not a metallic person, and that's fine. I'm not going to try to convince anybody that they have to have it if they're not drawn to it. But as somebody who was on the fence about the metallics, once I got a couple of them, I really fell in love. So that's all I can really tell you about that. I do think they hold up well. And if you like the look of them, then I would say go ahead and give it a try. And the good news is if you get one and you don't love it, other people love the metallics. So they're pretty easy to like sell or trade to somebody else. Yeah, I'm glad to hear other people also agree that the metallics look better in person. I also want Simone the sheep. That's a really cute one. I know Trish has that one. I've got the chicken now and I've got the pig. So I still need the sheep and the cow. Oh, Erin's waiting on that Stardust Flora. It's really good. Did you get it when they did the like surprise drop last week? They dropped so many good things. Rufus. Rufus is the cow, right? He's so cute. Yeah, I'm sad that I missed out on all those when they first dropped. I've gotten the other ones. Well, I got one through Buy Sell Trade, and then I got one in the store when they just like randomly happened to have it. Yeah, last week when they dropped all the special like metallics, I think they dropped Stardust and some of the littles, and I got a Gordita, so that's on its way. And then they dropped the Masquerade Lolas and the triangles again. And I had some points. And so I ended up getting a Lola for like $72. And that's on its way to me. So that's going to be in an unboxing in the next week or so. Very excited. Does anyone know if the metallic Noras will ever be online? I don't know. I'm hoping so because they're showing up so much in the stores right now that I would imagine they're going to be coming online. But I also would think that they would have already announced that because they've been around for a few weeks in the stores. So I don't know, but they've been pretty abundant in the stores. So if you know anybody that lives near a store, have them keep an eye out for you because pretty much every time I've been in since the Twin Cities grand opening, they've had Noras in the metallic colors. Oh, they said in-store exclusive? Really? I didn't see that. Okay, well, um, yeah, you might just have to find a buddy who lives close to one of the stores and see if they can go snag you one. Because they have been easier to get a hold of. You want a Stardust, Nora? Do you want the large or the small? The last time I was in, they only had a large Stardust. I did pick it up for my friend Brittany, who lives nearby. Yeah, I know. It felt like hitting the jackpot when I first found them, and then it seemed like they were popping up everywhere. And I had even like gotten a couple, and they were getting hard to sell to people. I was trying to sell them like basically at cost, and it seemed like they became much more abundant all of a sudden. Yeah, the Supernova Nora. It sounds like all of those, the Supernova, the Beetle, and the Stardust, according to Reed, they're going to be in-store exclusives. I'm sure that that is good information that Reed got from one of the admins. But yeah, I don't know. It's good to have friends who are close to the stores. I know I'm happy to have a few buddies in other places because the outlet doesn't always get all the new stuff. So you got to find your hookups. Oh, Melissa, you got the peppermint. That's exciting. Yay. Okay, guys. Well, are there any other questions about the drops this week? I know some of you probably weren't here the whole time. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll hang out for a few more minutes. Probably won't stay on a super long time tonight. It's been a long day. I threw my back out yesterday somehow in my sleep. So I'm just kind of drained and not feeling great. So I'm going to, I think, go take a bath after this. But Reed, you're on the road back to Arizona. Well, that's good. Don't text and drive. Be safe. Arrive alive. But employees at the store said it. Okay, well, we can trust the intel from the employees at the store, I think. They typically have good information. Oh, there are 2 cows. I forget there are 2 cows. Yeah, that's true. Okay, metallic Grinch. I have one little example here. The leaves on the poinsettia are the metallic Grinch, which Reed and I message a lot, and we joke about this color name. I think it's the silliest name that's ever existed. But that's what it is. So these leaves are the Grinch. This background on here is sea glass, if that helps you understand the colors better. The poinsettia flower is Reba red. Thank you. I don't know why I throw my back out so often. I think it's an old injury from honestly when I was like 14 and I was on a jet ski, and I think I like got a disc injury, and it just flares up like once every 3 to 4 months, and it's horrible. So yeah. Okay, any other questions before we go? I don't want to leave you guys hanging, but remember, Monday and Tuesday, the drop is at normal time, 11 a.m. I think the only new thing coming those days is the Marigold pouch. Is that right? Let me go look. I don't want to lie to you guys. Okay, yeah, Monday is the Luna, the Mini Daisy, the Daisy Plus, the Quesadilla, and the PLG card holder at 11 a.m. Tuesday is the Amelie, the Naomi and the Suedes, Montana, Sidekick, Square Pouch, and Wonder Pouch. Those are all happening at 11 a.m. Thursday, we're getting the Firefly bucket and the Marigold pouch. That's happening at 3 p.m. Pacific. So for me, that's going to be 5 p.m. Central Time. New Canvas purse organizers are that day too. And then Black Friday, you got to get up early, 5 a.m. Pacific Time, 7 a.m. my time. That's when the Moonshot, the Boogie pouch, the Rancher in metallics, and the Sabrina wallets are coming. So if you're not on Facebook, I hope that you guys made notes of those things. When the photos come, I will make another video that shows the pictures and gives you another rundown, so you can always come back and reference that as well. I know that Trish is planning to make a video too, so you can go to her channel as well. But yeah, okay. I think that that's all I've got. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sorry it was a little bit of a chaotic evening, but I think we accomplished everything that we needed to. And I hope that you guys all are having a great start to your Thanksgiving week. Eat lots of good food, spend time with the people that you love, and I will see you guys soon, okay? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.